G'day guys, welcome to my playthrough of the Return to the Forgotten Age. I am playing this as part of the Mythos play-along campaign, and I've chosen to take Skids parallel Skids actually, true solo through the whole campaign. So if you don't know about parallel Skids, he gets an ability where he basically gets to gamble 3 resources every turn, testing a base skill of 3, where you can only commit agility and wild icons. So it's kind of like testing agility, but you don't get to boost it, and it's slightly worse than his actual agility, which is interesting. And if you succeed, you get to double your money. If you fail, you lose your money. So it's a bit of a risk, but you can do some really weird stuff with it. Like you can choose to actually bet 0, and then you're testing against a 0, so as long as you don't draw the auto-fail, you'll automatically pass, which you can use to trigger weird stuff sometimes, and it's all done as a fast action. So for this campaign play-along, we have a very restricted card pool to build our decks from. It's just the core set, the Forgotten Age, the Return to boxes for both of them, and then the starter decks. So you don't really get to do some of those weird tricks that he's known for, but you still get some fun stuff. One of the cool things about him is he also has some different deck building. So he has I think one of the smallest decks in the game. I don't think there's anyone that's smaller. He gets basically 5 less cards than everyone else, which means it's harder to build because you have to cut more stuff usually, but it's more consistent. You're going to see the cards that you really want to see more often. And he also gets the really weird thing where when he upgrades a Fortune or Gambit card, you can instead of replacing it, you can pay the full experience, and you can leave the older copies in your deck, which, importantly for this deck, is luckies. Luckies fall into that category. And because there's 2 levels of upgrade, you can actually end up with 6 luckies in this deck, and they don't count against the deck limit. So if you add the 4 extra luckies, his deck size goes up to 29 cards. But that's not really a big problem for the consistency, because those luckies also draw cards, the upgraded ones, so they kind of just replace themselves anyway. So it's still, you're almost kind of playing with a 25 card deck. So it's kind of lean, and you can cycle through the deck pretty quickly. Usually. Yeah, I'm also playing with the advanced unique cards, so the advanced on the lam and the advanced hospital debts. The advanced hospital debts just needs $3 extra to pay it off so you don't lose experience, and the on the lam gets significantly better at disengaging from enemies and moving across the map and doing all kinds of weird cool stuff. So we'll probably see that possibly in the second scenario. It might be very relevant, we'll see, hopefully. Yeah, cool. What else going into this? Oh, I've picked my supplies. I went for binoculars, a blanket, a map, and torches. I don't usually pick the blanket. I don't think I ever have, but I thought I'd give it a try just to see if we can avoid some trauma. I'd really like to avoid being poisoned, but I think I'm just going to try to play around it rather than bring medicine that might never do anything if I play well. I mean, it probably won't happen, but yeah, we're probably going to get poisoned at some point, and then I'll just live with the consequences, but we're going to cross our fingers and hope. Binoculars are amazing. The map and torches you can only get in the very first supply choices, so if you miss those, you don't get them later in the campaign, so that's why I got them now. They're both really solid. Torches is a bit more relevant, I think, much later in the campaign, but if you don't, like I said, if you don't grab them now, you don't get to use them, so that's kind of the rationale. I'm not going to do a bunch of story for this, because I'm also going to be playing through the whole campaign simultaneously with another deck. I built a Luke Robinson deck that I'm going to try to take through this as well, which is maybe a bit scarier, because Luke has 5 health as opposed to the 8 here, and like this campaign I think can hit the low health investigators real hard if you get unlucky. So we'll see how that goes. If he gets too much trauma, he might just get retired. But hey, you'll never know if you don't try. So that's what we're gonna do. Cool. like I said, not going to read the story. Playing on standard, already gone through the prologue, picked all my supplies, set up the exploration deck, sorry, and have all this ready to go. So I think we're ready to just jump straight into it. Cool, so we'll flip over the expedition camp. 1 shroud, 0 clues, you can resign, and you can check your supplies for a map, and look at the top 3 cards of the exploration deck. You can place 1 on the bottom and the other 2 on top in any order. Now importantly, in the return to, you'll see under that line there's additional rules, and one of them is when you check your supplies on the expedition camp, you can actually use that from any location now, which is a massive, massive boost to having a map on this map. Yeah. Also, the exploration deck, you have to shuffle the top card of the encounter deck into the exploration deck when you successfully explore. The exploration deck, unlike the regular TFA, doesn't have any encounter cards in the actual exploration deck to start with, so it's a bit easier to start, but you constantly keep adding stuff back in. So it kind of gets harder as you go along, which is, like, I think it works pretty well. It means that as a solo player, you're not just face checking the bag from the start. What am I doing? I'm going to explore pretty quickly, I think, but we should definitely draw our opening hands. Oh, I think I forgot to mention, for this play along, we had a big sort of group draw of weaknesses, and I got assigned the tower, which is not too bad for Skids, especially this version, because he can generate some cash, hopefully, as long as I draw okay tokens. Yeah, could backfire, but hey, it's pretty much just a money sink. I definitely don't want to keep it in my hand because I've got lots of skills to commit, so we will cross our fingers on that one. Let me just check I've set up the bag. I think I have. Yes, that is correct. Cool. Okay. So let's draw our opening hand. Do our mulligan. Okay, Leo's great. Flashlight is great. On the Lamb is basically an unexpected courage, but I don't hate that. I don't think we need to slip away yet. Manual dexterity is actually not bad. I think I might hold on to it. That was a pretty good opening, I think. And a streetwise. Another one I don't hate. It's a 0 cost asset, so if you do lose it, it's not the end of the world. It's pretty much the reason it is in there. Okay, let's take it away. So we start off in the investigator phase, and I think I'm going to play some assets. I like to avoid playing too many assets to start with usually, but Leo's basically a free action to play as well as just more actions later, so it's always worth getting him. The question is, do we gamble here, and how much do we gamble on my player ability? If I commit manual dexterity, I'll be at 5. 2 up is like a pretty sweet spot in this bag, because currently skulls are 0s, and the tentacle is a -2. So there's only a -3 and a -5. So if I commit manual dexterity, there's a good chance that we will be fine, and we get to draw a card as well. So we could go 3 to 3, go up to 5, 5 to 3. Or we could do on the Lamb. If we put on the Lamb in, then we don't get to draw the card. We don't get to use on the Lamb, which is fine. It's like on the Lamb is fast. And until the end of the round, enemies can't, or non-elite enemies cannot attack you, and at the end of the round you can disengage from each engaged enemy and move up to 2 locations away, which is just so good. Just it's the disengage. It's at the end of the round as well, so it's after stuff hunts. So stuff can't hurt you. It all hunts towards you, then you disengage and move 2 locations away, and then you have your whole turn to run away from them as well. Like, it's pretty good. I could go manual dexterity and streetwise, get 3 up. Because if I get $3, we can play both of these. I definitely think I want to do it, so I'm going to spend 3 to gamble on his ability. throw this in. I think I'm just going to be 2 up and cross my fingers. Oof, okay, sweet. So we get, we gambled 3, so we get 6 back, so we go up to 8. That wasn't an action, it was a fast action, and we get to draw a card because the test was successful. Okay, perception is really good. I like perception, it's very helpful. So, we're going to spend 6 on Leo because it seems good. First action of the game. We get to get another action. So technically, the first action was play Leo, and then he gives us another action, so we still have 3 actions. Then we will play a flashlight. Oops. Cool. And I guess we will just explore. Path of Thorns is connected. Okay. So it is over here. There are, whoops, there should only be 1 clue. There's only 1 player playing. So I'm going to come down here, we'll get our connection. Okay. 3 shroud, 1 clue per player. After you fail a skill test while investigating Path of Thorns, take 1 damage. After you explore while at Path of Thorns, if the exploration was not successful, take 1 damage. And we need to shuffle one of these in. Did I shuffle that deck? Let's just do that real quick. Okay. Cool. So, first action, play Leo. Second action, play Flashlight. Third action, explore. We've got an action remaining, so I guess we'll just use our Flashlight. So we will go with 3 to 1. We're up by 2. If we fail, we take a damage. We can throw a perception in, but we're likely going to need to do more difficult investigates at some point. Or we can just keep drawing through our deck. I think 2 up's fine. Nope, it was not. So we take damage, and we do not succeed. That's unfortunate, but hey, that's okay. Right, so that was my turn. So we go to the enemy phase. There are no enemies, so we'll do the upkeep. Okay, another streetwise. That's fine. Cool. End of the round, and then we go to the Mythos phase. So we go 1 Doom, and we get an encounter card. I'm just going to shuffle that because I can never remember if I have done it. Isli Guardian. Okay, any empty location, ancient if able, alert, aloof. When the enemy is attacked during the enemy phase, if Isli Guardian is ready and unengaged, it attacks each investigator in each connecting location. So I'm on this location, so it has to go here, which is a bit unfortunate because it's going to ping. There's a few locations connected, and he's going to keep pinging, and I'm not really going to kill him, so yeah, could be a problem. Alright, and it is back to my turn. We'll go Flashlight again. Am I going to just... There's only 1 -3. I think 2 up is fine. Gonna regret this, aren't I? No. Okay, that's fine. So we've got 1. That was my first action. Second action, we will use the map. Yeah. Oof. I don't know if search triggers from this. We are looking for the Serpent's Haven, and the waterfall is over here. So let's just put Creeping Poison on the bottom. It's not going to matter, because as soon as we successfully explore, we are going to have to shuffle all that up. Okay. So, first action, investigate. Second action, map. Third action, we're going to explore. And that is, of course, the Serpent's Haven, which is down here somewhere. Oh no, it's doing... Oh no, that is meant to be 2. Okay. So 2 Shroud, each Serpent enemy at Serpent's Haven gets +1 fight. Forced after you investigate or explore while at Serpent's Haven. If you're poisoned, take 1 damage. It's got Victory 1 and it's got 2 clues. And most importantly, I'm no longer connected to this Etzli Guardian who's going to keep pinging me. So that's good. Okay. So annoyingly, I'm only up by 1 on this test. Oh, I can commit a Streetwise. So we're going to investigate, and I'm going to throw a Streetwise in. So we're up by 2. This will be my last action. Yeah, 4 to 2. Hey, look at that. We'll get a clue. We haven't gambled this turn. So I think I'm going to gamble 1, so I'll spend 1. I'm up by 2. I'm testing 3 to 1. That is currently -0 because we have no vengeance in the victory display. So we get 2 money back. Great. That seems pretty good to me. Okay. So enemy phase. This guy is going to ping everyone that he can, but there's no one in adjacent locations. So we go back to upkeep. Nice, unexpected courage is good. And then we go to the end of round Mythos phase. We add a Doom, and we draw in counter cards. Okay, cool. So he gets +1 fight while he's at my location, right? I mean, it doesn't matter, I'm not going to fight him. Still regular amount to evade. Okay. I don't really want to commit anything to evade him though. Here's my problem. See, I want to save this for when Ichtaka comes out to try to parlay with it. And this are going to be really good for the brain test that is going to be coming at some point that I really want to pass. We could commit this, but it's also potentially quite good later, getting just plus to my book to really nail those investigate tests. So do we risk failing a couple of evades here to save cards? I think we do, because we have the extra actions to burn. I don't love it, but sure, we're just going to evade. We're 1 up. Hey, look at that, that's a 0. Get out of here, Pit Viper. Okay, so now we want to investigate this location. That would be the dream. Do we use my last flashlight? Again, saving cards. Does it make any sense to use streetwise when you're gambling? It doesn't, right? You spend 2 resources, you get +2. Yeah, no. So like say I gamble 3, so I'm 3 to 3, go 5 to 3, but I've spent 2 and I get 3, yeah, it's just not worth it. Let's gamble 1. Cool. So we get 2 back. That's nice. Yeah. No, we'll just investigate 1 up. No, I'm not poisoned, but I do not get to pass. We'll just, yeah, we'll try again. We'll have to probably evade this guy next turn. Okay, that's us. So we get a clue, we get a victory point. So I believe at the end of the round, so there's going to be 2 bad cards in here. Oh, we must not have shuffled a card in here, right? because we've explored twice and it can't ever get below 5, so we'll do that. So we could explore now, because Ichitaka's going to come out, right? At the end of the round, she's going to come out here. I don't know if she's 7 enemy, it doesn't matter, I want to parlay with her. I really want a lucky as well. Oof. This is going to get interesting. I think there's my... I evaded, investigated, failed, investigated, succeeded. I've got one more action. I'm going to play the streetwise because then I can boost up my parlay. I think that's going to be important. Okay, that's my last action. So end of the round. This guy is going to come back. Oh, sorry, that's upkeep. He comes back. Enemy phase again. This guy tries to ping but fails because there's no one there. We go to upkeep. I get another perception. That's pretty good. And now we go to the end of the round. So I believe we get to spend 3 clues. Oh, there we go. When the round ends, investigators at any non-campsite locations may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. So 3 clues. So we will advance. Put the set-aside Ichitaka enemy into play at the lead investigator's location. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. I've only drawn enemies. Yeah. Cool. That's fine. So she's going to come down engaged with me. I'm not worried. Why would I be worried? It's fine. Okay. We now have to defeat her or put 1 clue on her per player, which is 1. Which, that's fine. We can do that. Okay. So now we go to the Mythos phase. Place a Doom. And draw an encounter card. Ugh. I don't really want to lose 2 actions here, I think. I mean, 1 action evade Pit Viper, another action parlay with Ichitaka, but if I fail, that's pretty awful. So let's not. I hate shuffling the top card of the encounter deck into the exploration deck though, because it just makes that deck bigger permanently. Because every time you draw a card out, another one goes in. Just adding 1 here is permanently making this deck bigger, which is not good. Alright, but that's what we're doing. I've got my map, so hopefully that will keep me alive. Alright, I'm going to parlay. We're testing 4, so we're currently 1 down. Can commit both perceptions, which can draw me some cards. So that would get me 3 up, which is pretty good. You can parlay without taking attacks of opportunity. So I think I'm just going to do double perception. Oh no, that's... Let's gamble first. We're going to gamble $1. So we're using Skids' ability. That is a no, that's a pass, because I am 3 to 1 and -2 is fine. So that gets us some money back. Okay, cool. So I'm not going to commit both perceptions, because if I do fail here, if I draw auto fail or a -5, I want to be able to have 1 other perception, so I'll spend the money instead on Streetwise to go up. So I'm going to be +4, so I'm going to be 7 to 4, so I'm up by 3. Okay, so we passed. So perception draws us a card. Hey, the tower, goody. And we successfully place a clue. Alright, yeah, place a clue, which is going to put her in the victory display. Cool. I believe we immediately advance, right? Yeah, did all the drawing, yes, cool. Let's find out. Yeah. Great. If she has a clue on her, yeah, one per player clues. Remember, Ichitaka is leading the way. Add a cultist token to the chaos bag for the remainder of the campaign. And now each Ghastly Guardian cannot attack or be attacked and ignore the effects of each arrows in the tree treachery, which is amazing because they suck, especially if you've got allies out. It's just brutal. So I'm really glad that they are not going to be a thing. We've managed to kind of just power through this early bit of the scenario, get to Ichitaka, parlay with her and just be done with it. So that was my first action. Right, that's it, everything right, yeah. So we need 3 clues at the ruins of Etzli. Yeah. So now we're basically just trying to explore. Oh wait, we need to put the ruins in, right? Yeah. So there we go there, shuffling. So now there is... Is that right? Ah, I was thinking the number there's wrong. Because it was. Like, I had 6 cards in there, didn't I? And just added 3. Why is it at 7? And that makes a lot more sense. So we're at 9 cards. There should be 1, 2, 3 of those are bad. So 2 out of 3 are locations that I'm looking for, but not necessarily ones that connect. This connects to... This is wrong. I don't know what this double line thing is down here. I don't think that's a location. I'm pretty sure this just connects to 3 more different things that you can explore to. No. Yes, 3, because I haven't been to this green one. So if I do explore, there's a decent chance I actually hit a bad card, an encounter card, so it's still probably worth using the map. Alright, we have to evade this Pit Viper. I cannot commit cards from hand because of the tower, but I can spend money. But if I do spend money, I then can't play the tower. So I think we've already gambled this turn. I think I'm just going to try to evade it 1 up again. Just be lucky. Nope. Okay. We'll be lucky again. Hey, that's what I'm looking for. Now, do we just play the tower down? I think we do. We're gonna have to evade this guy for a 3rd turn, but I don't want to get this stuck in my hand. Alright. Enemy phase. Etzli Guardian no longer pings, and this guy comes back. And we all get our upkeep. Cool, lucky is amazing. So, end of round, we get a Doom, and we get an encounter card. Oh, God. Alright, that's fine. Totally fine. We just want to get out of here now. We really want to get out. So we are going to gamble. So we're going to be up by 2. Yep, we get $2 back. We're now going to evade this Pit Viper. Yeah. It's not worth using on the lamb. No. We're just going to evade. See, I've got the lucky. So I can use lucky to evade 1 if I fail by 2. And then I can pump streetwise. And if I don't fail, if I just succeed, then I can do it again and potentially just get lucky. Yeah, we're just going to go for it. Hey, cool, okay. Just draw good tokens. That's the strategy. Pro strats. And then we just do it again now because we have the lucky. We don't have to worry about pumping it to start with. And hey, look at that. Just draw good tokens. Okay, so that was my second action. So now we want to get out of here and just leave these snakes behind. So I'm going to use my map because I've got the extra action to explore. So, Circuitous Trail, Resentful Wilds, and the Overgrown Ruins. So what do we connect to? Absolutely none of them. But we can get to the Circuitous Trail. No, we can't. We need the green, or we need thingo. Okay, we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. We're gonna put this on the bottom. Ooh, are we? Yikes. Because if we stay here, we're gonna have to evade them all again. So I think with my last action, I'm just actually gonna move out here and not risk it, because yeah, I'm sick of dealing with these guys. Dealing with one of them is fine. Dealing with two of them multiple times is bad. And if I draw another enemy, it just gets just wildly awful. So let's not. Okay. So enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep. We draw cards. Here we get our weakness. That's okay. We've already dealt with one weakness. What's a second? These guys ready. Oh, what you doing? This guy doesn't attack anymore because we made friends with Ichitaka. Okay. We've done our upkeep, we've got our money. We go to the end of the round, place a doom, so we got one more till this flips. And we get to draw an encounter card. That's not what I was trying to do, but that's okay. I was trying to change the camera. Snakebite, test 3, agility. If you fail, you have to either choose one, deal 5 damage to an ally asset you control, so I'd lose Leo, or you take a direct damage, and if you're not poisoned, you put poison weakness into play in your threat area. So that's real bad. We got lucky, so we're effectively 3 up. It is a new round, so we could gamble now to get some money and streetwise. I would like a +2. Snakebite's one of the worst ones in this deck, for sure. I want to save this lucky if I can for an upcoming test that I know is coming, just in case. But I mean, it's both of them, you end up being poisoned, so if I need to use it, I will use it. Okay, let's gamble. I'm just going to gamble 1. And I know it's not the safe option, but I like safer options. Yeah, so that will pass. Get some money back, and then I'll spend 2 on Streetwise to give myself +2. I can do that because it's a fast action, by the way. So you can do, when you start doing a test, you have a window where you can just do fast actions, just in case anyone was wondering. So as soon as you start a test, yeah, you can trigger all these fast actions, including like this ability. So we spent 2, so we get +2, so we're at 6 to 3, which with the lucky means we can cover everything but the auto fail. And that's not an auto fail. That is +1, choose a level 2 or less card in your discard pile, add the chosen card to your hand, which is amazing, like, so good. It's gonna be, I think, Perception. Oh, we already got 1. Do we have Annual Dexterity? Maybe we do. The extra agility. Sure. Okay. So you can get out of here, you can get out of here, and it's back to us. It's our turn. Okay. So if we do our map now, we know the top 2 cards, so we're only seeing 1 more card. This location is connected to 2 locations. I think I'm just going to explore and hope. It's a bit risky. I don't love doing this, but hey, there's the River Canyon that is connected. Okay, 4 Shroud, 1 Clue. You can heal a damage from an Investigator at River Canyon. Check your Splice if you have Canteen, which I don't have. You can heal 2 more, but that's alright. It's just another clue for me, which I will need because I need 3 more. Is it worth getting it, or am I just going for victory locations? I think I'm just going for victory locations, to be honest. So we have to shuffle one more in here. So I think what I'm going to do... so we just explored, so now I'm going to use my map. Because that got shuffled up. Overgrowth, no thank you. Arrows from the trees, no thank you. And the ruins of Estley, which we are trying to get to. That is how we win this game. So I think we're going to put... It doesn't matter, because this is all about to get shuffled anyway. We are going to third action explore to the ruins of Estley. Expect to put that on top of the deck. Oh, what am I doing? We have to go from here. It doesn't connect. I am just making up connections wherever I want. Okay, so it suddenly does matter. Arrows in the tree does nothing. So we will put overgrowth on the bottom. We'll put... this doesn't matter. So, okay. So taking all that back, because I'm just, for some reason, thinking we were at the orange heart, which we're not. I am going to explore, which will hit the arrow in the trees, but because we have befriended Ichitaka, ignore the effects of each arrows from the tree treachery. So that just goes, and now we're kind of back where we were anyway, just with less actions. And do we hit the map again? Yeah, I think we do. It's not limited per round, is it? No. We are just looking for connecting locations. So we know the ruins of Estley are there, Resentful Wilds, and the waterfall. So the waterfall is connected, but again, we don't really want it. It is connected to this guy here, though. So I guess we do put this on the bottom. And we put this here and this here. That's right, yep. What does waterfall do again? Now if you have rope, less 3 shroud. Yeah, we don't really want to explore that either, to be honest. It's all kind of gross. Okay, so we know the top 2 cards. And that was my last action. Alright, so we are done. So enemy phase, I don't think there's any hunters. Nope. So we're going to upkeep. Another dumb luck. I mean, it's just good cards to commit. Okay, we go to the end of the round. Doom goes up to 6. So we advance. Shuffle the encounter discard pile and set aside agents of your encounter into the encounter deck. Didn't draw any ancient evils from that whole thing, which is really nice. Each investigator tests 3 brain. Each investigator who fails performs the following in order. If you're poisoned, take a damage in horror, and if you're not poisoned, put a set-aside poison weakness into play in your threat area. So this is the test that, scares me because I have 2 willpower. So we're testing 3, so we don't really need On the Lam and Unexpected Courage. So that would give me 6 to 3, which give me 3 up. So I'm going to commit both of these. And then Lucky also can save me from the -5. And we have enough money to play it, so... -3, okay, cool. So we will pass. No poison for us, thank you. And now we have 9 more Doom until this last agenda flips, so we just need to kind of explore and try to get as many clues as we can. So that was Doom, so now we get our encounter card. Voice of the Jungle. This is one that we're actually not very good at dealing with. It's another 3 brain. Yeah, we have to explore every turn or we take horror. I guess we can kind of just tank horror for a while. We're still pretty healthy. So I think we need to start paying off these hospital debts and start exploring and start getting out of here. Okay. So So let's start off with a gamble. Let's gamble all 3. And we'll go up by 2. Yeah. So we're going to be at 5 to 3. Ooh. Ooh. That's very bad. Okay, we'll have no money. Oof. That really stings, actually. Yeah. Thought about committing the dumb luck. Should've. Didn't. Okay. Alright, no point crying over spilt milk. We will use our map. Because... what? No. No. We'll explore. Because we already know that the waterfall is on top. Yes. We go here. Now we'll use our map. Because we can see some more cards. Ruins of Etsley. Overgrown Ruins, which we can go to. And the Temple of the Fang. We're going to go to the Overgrown Ruins. Okay. A little bit of lag. There we go. Put the card in here. Did just put a card in there, right? Yes. I think. Okay. So, 5 Shroud, 1 clue. After you enter Overgrown Ruins, if you poison, lose all remaining actions and end your turn, but it's got victory 2, so we definitely want to get this one. So we are... we explored, we used our map, and then we explored again, right? Yes, we had to get this out. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. I think I just said use our map, and I saw that, but we have to explore to actually get it, but we'll definitely do it. Successfully explored, so Voice of the Jungle has been triggered, which is great, and we've got one more action, which we are going to use our flashlight and commit a perception. So we are at... This is down to 3 Shroud, and we go up to 5. We can't play our lucky though. If we fail here, do we just save this for next turn and start getting some money back? We've successfully voiced into the jungle. Yeah, might be worth it. Maybe we just keep our flashlight and go into the next turn. Yeah, alright. I'm just going to get a money. Yeah, alright. Not great, but hey. Gonna have to explore next tab, which has to be the heart, or we take horror. That's fine. Alright, no enemies hunt, so we will go to upkeep. Another dumb luck. I should have just committed it to that test, and I would have been on $6. I would have been putting stuff on hospital debts. I'd be a much, much happier man. But unfortunately, it's not the case. So we will come up here, we'll place our first Doom for this agenda, and we'll come back down and draw an encounter card. Resentful Wilds. Cool. Okay, so this is going to add a vengeance if I successfully explore from here, which is, like, probably going to happen. I mean, maybe I can just move back to Waterfall and explore. It gets me to the same location. But it just costs... It'll have to depend on how many actions I've got. Okay. Not too bad, though. Right, so we've got the money now. Do we gamble? No, let's not gamble yet. Let's start off with the flashlight perception, because now we have lucky. So we are going 5 to 3, and we have lucky in case we draw the -3. Okay. Nice. That's very nice. We are gonna just cycle perceptions, I think. We want the clues. We also get to draw a card. Hey, that's a good card. Okay, and we get to pick up this. second action, we're going to use our map. Okay, so we don't connect to the ruins of Esley from here. We would have to get all the way back to the Serpent's Haven to successfully explore. So I suspect we are not going to succeed this round. So let's put the overgrowth on the bottom. Put these back on top. I hate that I'm finding the ruins of Esley so much before I find a connecting location. I mean, I was there, but it's full of snakes now, so it doesn't really count. So I've got 2 more actions. So we could just do it again, but we're only looking at 1 extra card. And then we'd have to explore from here. I think we're just taking a horror this turn. So if we explore... No, we'll just use the map. Okay. I mean, this can go on the bottom. So I think I'm just going to explore anyway. Yeah, sure, why not? So we got the first 2 out because they would both go back on top. So we'll just keep going. That's what we were looking for. Alright. So this is going to go to the victory display and give me a vengeance, which I'm a little bit sad about, but 1's fine. Like 1 is nothing to worry about. So this connects here, it connects here, it connects here, and it connects to the ruins of Esley, which is where we want to end up, and it also has victory 1. Cool. As an additional cost for you to investigate or explore while at a circuitous trail, check your supplies. If no investigator at your location has a compass, you must spend 3 resources. Oh, I need resources. Okay. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I think, from memory, the other location with the heart is much better for this deck, but, you know, what are you going to do? Cool. We have successfully turned off Voice of the Jungle for this turn as well. That was all my actions, so enemy phase, enemies hunt, nothing attacks, so we get to do our upkeep. There's another flashlight, which is pretty good. Before we actually draw that card, we are going to gamble, so we had 1 less money. We are going to chuck in a dumb luck, and we're going to do 2 money. So we're testing 5v2, so we're up by 3. Sweet. So we get to go up to 4, and then we do upkeep. We are going to need money, so we need to start gambling. Okay. Cool. This is good. I am liking where we are. So that was upkeep. End of the round. 2 out of 9. Still got time. You can get a lot of ancient evils and things, so this could end pretty quickly still, but, you know, for now we're looking pretty okay. Another snakebite is my card. I think I kind of want to save this for gambling, but Leo dying here is pretty bad. He's just such a good ally. So we're currently 4-3. The lucky kind of is effectively 3 up on this test. The dumb luck saves me from the -5 as well. So I think we just do it. Okay. We get something better. then a dumb luck. We just get to trade dumb luck for a manual dexterity, which gets to draw me cards. We've drawn quite a few Elder Signs, and I don't know if we've drawn an auto fail, so that's going to come around to haunt me. We definitely need to start putting money on this hospital debts, though. Okay, so that was my bad card, so it's back to me. So we are here. We need to spend 3 money to investigate it. I don't think I've got a free way of picking up clues off locations, unfortunately. Okay, so we're gonna gamble. I'm gonna chuck in a manual dexterity. I think I'm gonna gamble 3. We chuck that in, so we're up by 2. Or do we just do 2 for now? Maybe we just do 2 for now. So we're up by, we're up by 3. Okay. So we get 4 money and we get to draw a card. We are going to use hospital debts. It's a limit of 3 times per round, so you get to move a resource. So we're going to do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I think... Nope, that's the wrong shortcut. What was it? 9. Yes, there we go. I'm actually going to stack those, because otherwise it's going to get real messy with 9 tokens on there. Okay. Cool. That's fine. So we haven't even taken an action yet. We want to investigate. It'll cost us 3 resources to investigate. And we will be up by 2. Let's be up by... let's be up by 3. And investigate. And we'll spend 3 resources to do it. Oh, it costs money to explore from here as well, doesn't it? Yuck. Yeah. Alright, we'll get the clue. I don't like it, because we need 6 more money here. We're going to need 3 more money here for a successful exploration, and we have to explore from either here or here, which is scary because we don't want to go here, and we need the money for here because we don't have the rope. Oh, compass. Not rope, compass. But we got a victory. So that was my first action. So now we basically just need money. I mean, we can come across here to the snake place for another 2 VP. But the problem there is that it's not connected back to Etsley. It's connected through Serpent's Haven to get to here. Which is just scary. Like, you just have to do the long way, basically. It's like, to get back to the Etsley, it's like 5 locations, or you go through these. Like, this is really a choke point. It doesn't look like a choke point. It looks like a dead end. But looking at these connections up here, like, you kind of have to do a real long route around because this doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure. But hey. Okay, so we explored, done all this, we need money, not explored, investigated. It's getting late, it's 11:30, it's time for bed, but we will push through. So I think I'm going to use the map, so I think I need to start stacking this exploration deck and figuring out if my money will be spent well. So there's a Temple of the Fang, which is the 2 VP one over here. Okay, and we'll put Snakebite on the bottom. Creeping Poison and Temple of the Fang. Temple of the Fang's not too bad to investigate at the moment because I've only got 1 Vengeance. I'm pretty sure it's the Vengeance one, right? Oops. Yeah. Forgot about spawning clues. Okay. I would like that 2 VP, and we have 7 turns. It's so risky though. because I have to get there, get back, and then still explore. I'm going to stay where I am for the moment. So second action was map. We're going to need this as well. Oof, 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 oof. We do have nimble. Nimble is good. Alright, I don't know. I just don't know. Because we can do a fast test with nimble. 3, 4, 4 to 0. Everything that we pass by we can move, get potentially 3 free moves, which is a way to get back. And I would quite like that VP. Because what are we at the moment? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and Itch Tucker. So we're currently at 5, so we can get 6, 7, 8, and 9 if we get Edsley as well, which we definitely want. Screw it, let's go 1, 2, because this connects, right? It does, and we know it's on top. Alright, so that's my last 2 actions, is moving. So we're going to take a horror from Voice of the Jungle, so we'll put a horror on Leo. Yep. Okay. No enemies to do anything, so we just go to upkeep. Sneak by is good, I like money. I'm not going to be necessarily doing much evading unless I draw an enemy, but that could very well happen. Haven't seen any boas. I'm not sure if they're in the return to. Surely they are, but hey. So we go to end of round, Mythos, and then 1 Doom, 3 out of 9. Draw an encounter card. Ancient Evils. Oof, I hate that card. Okay, 4 out of 9. We've got less turns now. But it's back to me. So we will explore. There's my first action. We already know we get there. We can have this clue back. It is a 3 shroud with 1 clue, victory 2. Okay. I need money for here. Don't really want to test 3 to 3. We have lucky. We could commit the flashlight. If I play the flashlight, it's kind of bad. I think we do just commit this to my test. It's like it generates money itself, but so we're going to use Skids, his ability. We're going to bet 2, so we're up by 3. Yeah, that'll succeed. So go up to $4. Yeah, it's fine. Do we play the flashlight? We're going to need it, actually. So we will. So we explored, play the flashlight, and now we're going to investigate. We're 3 to 1, we're up by 2. That is a success. Okay, that's good. We now have the 3 clues we need. We just need to get to Edsley. And we also, you know what I didn't do? I didn't shuffle a card into the exploration deck when I successfully explored. So we're going to use our map now, I think, as my last action. I'm going to just chill here. So we are looking for the ruins. There's the boa. There is the ruins. Okay, that's great. We'll put the boa on the bottom because we don't want to deal with him. I don't think we ever will have to, because next time we explore it's going to be to the ruins. The question is, do we just go through the Serpent's Haven? I was thinking about it, but mostly because I had the sneak by, which I don't have anymore. So I think we just take the long way around. I think that's probably fine. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that was my turn. There are no enemies at hunt. So we'll go to upkeep. Oof. I guess they stack, right? That's pretty good. I'm pretty sure there must be a window in the upkeep phase. No, we've got a couple turns. We've got a couple turns. I'm worried about running out of time for this, but I think we're okay. Okay. So end of the round, Doom. We're at 5 of 9, and we draw an encounter card. Best laid plans. Oh, I'm gonna lose 2 actions because I don't want to shuffle that deck now that I know that the Etsley Ruins are on top. We explored last turn, so we did this, that's fine. Now, we can move in, evade, and explore, and then we don't have to pay the money. But we're just testing 4v3 with a lucky. Or we could do our gamble and commit both nimbles. And if we succeed by some, then we can potentially get free moves around, but then we have to spend money. Costs 3 to explore. And then we just have to spend as many turns as we can trying to get rid of hospital debts while clearing off the Ruins of Etsley for that experience. Which I guess is possible. So if we gamble 2 and add these 2, we'll be up by 3. We have the lucky as well. We might not get a bunch of moves out of it. I think that's probably the best bet. I don't love it, but I don't really want to deal with the snakes. I feel like the snakes are riskier. So we're going to commit 2 nimbles. So we're going to be at 5 to 2. -1, so we succeed by 2. So I believe we can move 4 locations now. Yeah, looks like it. And we also got our money, which is very good. So 1, 2, 3, and we'll just leave the 4th. We don't need it. Okay, so we are now, so we lost 2 actions to the treachery. That was a fast action to gamble, and I got free moves, which is just pretty amazing. And we'll explore as my last action, which we know is the Ruins of Etsley. I'll come down here. Oh, I pulled it out earlier in the game, so I didn't spawn clues. It's got 2 forced after you fail a skill test while investigating Ruins of Etsley, draw the top card of the encounter deck. That's pretty gross. Okay, that's alright. So we've got 1 more action. We can reduce it to a 1 shroud. It would be 3 to 1. But I think I'm just going to get a money. And I'm not going to spend it yet. Am I? I actually think I am, because we are just running out of turns to be able to do this. The risk is, because you can only do this 3 times per round, if I get Ancient Evils and things, it can really accelerate quickly towards the end here, so I just don't want to run out of turns. Like, I've got enough clues, I can basically just resign at any point now. I can just spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance, because I've got the 3 from the other locations, so like this is just for VP now. So I want to maximize experience, and getting 2 is basically the same as making sure I don't earn 2 fewer. So I think it's worth just spending the money and getting it out of the way. It makes my gamble slightly worse, but I think that's fine. I can just take an action to get money. Yeah, my last action was getting money, right? Yeah. Okay, so no enemies hunt, upkeep. That's fine. Doom, so 6 of 9. And an encounter card. Oh no, I can't explore from the attached location. That's okay, because we have explored all the locations. Okay. We successfully explored as well, didn't we? So no Voice of the Jungle. That's good. I mean, we're fine. We got 5 more turns of horror. We're definitely going to survive the Voice of the Jungle, because we're not going to explore anymore. We can't explore anymore. Okay. So that was the encounter card. So it's back to me. So first action, we are going to gain a money. And then we're going to fast action gamble, and we're just going to be 2 up. Okay, cool. And then I think we spend the 3 money to just finish this. Alright, so that's done. We don't have to worry about it. So first action was get a money. Second action, we're going to get another money. Sounds a bit weird, but I just want to turn my lucky on. Third action, we will use my flashlight to go. So I'm going to be 3 to 1, and I have a lucky. Cool, that's a success. And it's only if you fail, right? Yep. 3 to 1. Get a clue. And then we will do it again. 3 to 1. -5. That is not gonna do it. Yeah. Should have put this in here. That would have been smart. Just trying to see, there's definitely, yeah, I can go 5 to 1, but I still fail. Okay. And when I fail, I have to draw the top card of the encounter deck. Okay. That's fine. What a good start. He's easy to evade though, and I've got more turns. So I believe that was my last action. Alright. Enemy phase. He hunts and hits me. I'm going to put a damage on Leo, and I'll take a damage, take a horror. I didn't explore this turn, so I take a horror. Okay. And then we go Doom here, 7 of 9. Oh, I didn't upkeep, right? Yeah, that was just enemy phase. 7 of 9, and then we draw another Voice of the Jungle. Okay, so suddenly we actually need to we need to evade this guy and get out this turn. So we really want that last clue. We don't have the flashlight anymore, unfortunately. But that's probably fine. In fact, we got 2 turns. We've got enough Doom, right? Yeah, we got next turn. So we're actually getting down to the wire. Down to the wire. But that's fine. Alright, so I think the first thing we need to do is evade the Spirit of Yig. If we keep this for the gamble, yeah, we're already 2 up, so I'm just going to evade the Brood of Yig. Yep, cool. So he's gone for the turn. That's the first action. We're now going to gamble. I'm going to commit manual dexterity, and we'll gamble 2. So we are at 5 to 2. That is a success, so we get to go up to 4 resources. If we put all 4 resources in, we get up to 7 to 3, so we're up by 4. So we don't need to do that. What we need to do is commit this slip away for the 1 icon, put 2 in, so we're up by 3, and then we have the lucky to cover the -5. And then we do the lucky. So we're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 3, and we will pass and we will get the last clue. And then we will immediately just advance because we have got, I believe, the maximum amount of victory points, which I'm pretty happy with. Can't really complain. Alright, so resolution, what do we do? We advance. Discovery of a lifetime. What you found is beyond your wildest expectations. Resolution 1. Okay. Resolution 1. So we cleared path. Alejandro remained at camp. Investigators. We earned Chitaka's trust. We got 1 Yig's Fury. And we get victory value X. So victory X, so we get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pretty good. Like, probably, yeah, the best I've ever done on this, actually. Which isn't surprising, seeing as I think that's literally, apart from the Yig's Fury, probably as well as you could possibly do in this scenario. Okay, check your supplies. We have a blanket, so we suffer no ill effects. We are low on rations, so we begin this next scenario with 3 fewer resources. That's okay, we can make money. We do have binoculars, so we get 2 additional experience. Pretty great. And we are not poisoned, so we don't have to read the poison spreads. And we go to the next scenario. So that's, yeah, very happy with that. 11 XP, no poison, no trauma. Yeah, cool. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, if you've watched this far. I'm going to play this with Luke, which I don't expect to go as well. 5 health is scary. Yeah, hopefully Luke's mobility will save his butt, but we'll see. If he gets trauma, he's going to be a dead man. But hey, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Alright, thanks guys, catch you around.